Crap, I'll be back. Never mind, it's too late. Hi, amigas. How are you today? I forgot to do something before I started the live. So we're just going to start the live because I got to get this. We're going to start multiple lives. We're making multiple recipes. So the first thing we got to do is we got to get this ham. We got to get this ham in the oven, okay? So we got to get the ham in the oven. So let's do that. Why you so obsessed with me? I don't want to know. Lying that you cheating on me. You know nobody else wants you? Just joking, baby. Everybody wants you, okay? Todos te quieren, nadie te ama. Where's the box? Hi, amigas. I'm just grabbing my little oven bags. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We're happy Thanksgiving. Hi, Sandy. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my queen, my princess, my beautiful, beautiful amiga. Hey, guys. So we're making. We're gonna put our turkey. Our turkey. My mom makes the turkey. I'm making the ham. I put the ham in a oven bag for the first hour and a half, and then for the last half hour, I take it out of the bag. I open the bag and let it get nice and crispy on the edge. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I just thought I never really actually come on here on Thanksgiving because most of the time I'm running around buying last minute things. But this year I wasn't prepared, amiga. Okay. I wasn't a regular amiga. I was prepared. So I'm going to lay my ham down, and then I like to keep all the juiciness of my ham in my thing. That's what keeps your ham nice and moist and delicious. So we're just gonna open up our ham, open up the ham. And then we gotta remind me to take the little plastic stopper out because I always forget that thing can melt. How's everybody doing? How's your Thanksgiving going so far? What time do you guys eat dinner? We a late dinner. We have dinner between 6:30 and 7. That's just normally how we do it. And why change things now, right? Why change it up now? Hold on, you guys. Okay, this one doesn't have the little plastic piece. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab the plastic from the bottom of my ham. And we're going to spill all the juice that I said we were going to keep. We're just going to spill it everywhere. Why not? All right, so here is my ham. It's a fully cooked ham. It cooks for 350 degrees for 10 minutes a pound, so it's going to be in there for 2 hours. The last half hour, I open the bag. Sorry, guys, my hands are all slimy from the ham juice. Hi, amigas. Us too. You have one late. Yes, right? All right. So, next thing you're going to do is you're going to just pull down the little sleeve. You guys ustedes ni usan little sleeves, ¿verdad? Todas embarazadas y todas infectadas. Okay. Let me grab a little towel to clean my mess. My little mess-a-rooney. My little juice mess. Let me just pick it up here. All right, and we're gonna do our ham and our scalloped potatoes on this live. Then we're gonna end this live. I'm gonna clean up a little bit because I gotta clean up. I can't just go into the next recipe without cleaning up my mess. And then we're gonna make our mac and cheese and our garlic green beans and lunch because I have to eat lunch in the middle. So we're gonna go in with pineapple slices and cherries if you have them. I couldn't find cherries because the cherries don't really matter. It's more for looks. So peel back the aluminum part, and then you're going to grab your cloves. These are cloves, clavos. It's a spice. And I'm just going to pour a bunch of cloves out, and then I'm going to use the cloves to push in our pineapple slices. And then I do that all the way around. And then once the ham has been cooking for about an hour and a half, We'll take it out, we'll glaze it, and then we'll cook it uncovered so it gets nice and glazy. So, hello everyone, welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving. What are you guys thankful for? I am thankful for this meal. I am thankful for another year of life. You know, even when you thought you didn't want another year of life, you get it, and it's a blessing. And so I'm thankful for all of you who show up for me. I'm thankful for the opportunity to help my family through what I do. The opportunity to help other women through and men through what I do. The opportunity to be Fabian's mom and Julian's mom. The opportunity, I'm thankful for being married to an awesome, caring, gentle man like Jose. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, so I'm just using the cloves to like hold in. If the cloves aren't long enough, get long cloves. No, if the cloves aren't holding it in, you can use a couple what do you call them? Yeah, those things. A couple cute toothpicks, but remember to take them out because people can choke on toothpicks, not knowing that they're there. Get out of the kitchen, all of you, out, out, out. Okay, so we're just putting our ham in with the clove, and the clove actually gives it a flavor as well. So then that way you're getting like you're doing two things. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for my son and my husband. Yes, girl. You know, I think a lot of times we put these holidays where like, oh, it's just a holiday to eat and shop, but no, they're really not. Like I decided this year that like my kids have everything they need. Like Julian got to go to Japan. Fabian's blessed with whatever he needs whenever he needs it. And so this year, like, we're really going to, like, just focus on spending time with each other and trips, a lot of vacations as a family. What else, babe? A new truck for Jose? No, babe? He could turn down the TV a little bit. That would be super helpful before my video gets copywritten. Yeah. I'm talking to you, Jose.
Yeah.
You could turn it down a bit.
I did.
One dot is not a bit, babe. I was watching. Ay, no te estás pasando. Eres bien payaso. You could turn it up more than that.
That's okay.
He's taking a nap. He's not even. Hello from Casa Grande. Hello from Casa Mediana, Oregon. Okay. So we're just going to put another one right here. And you could be done now, but I'm doing it to where it's all like, we use all the slices. Shoot. We're going to have to use, this little areas have like little like craters and crevices. And we're going to have to use actual toothpicks. I have toothpicks. Let me grab toothpicks. I don't want to use toothpicks because one year I almost forgot to take a toothpick out. Let's just say it's hard to explain to the family why they're having to end dinner early and go to the merchant. No, I'm joking. It wasn't that serious. Okay, but what I do is I always cut off the little sharp edges so that even if somebody got one, it wouldn't like poke them in the mouth with the sharp edges. And I just use my kitchen shears. I'll show you what I do. Even when I make like chiles rellenos, I've been doing this. So I just cut off the little edges so that they're flat. Okay. And then, what are you doing, babe? And then I put the little ends there. And if you want to cut a toothpick in half, just use your kitchen shears. And then do that. Just on the edges where the cloves don't hold it in. I want your Mickey Mouse cookie jar. Okay, Nancy, you can have it. Hi, sister wife. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you and husband, brother have a great Thanksgiving with the family. It has like a really hard spot right here. There, I got it in. Then we're gonna get it in there. And then we're gonna get it in here. One of my friends is actually gonna doing cooking live, and he said that he was gonna invite me when he was live. So if I get an invite, I'm going. We're all going. Hello, Edgar. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, that coffer back there is Jose Delgado. It's funny how he only coughs when I'm live. Literally silence of the lambs until I was live. He's trying to be like, oh, pobrecito, is Jose okay? No, he's not okay. Mentally or physically. All right, and I'm just going to grab the rest of the cloves, and I'm just going to just like put them in there. Because the cloves do give it flavor. Clove is a spice. I use a clove a lot for like making like spiced ponche, enchiladas, mole. What else, babe? What else do we clove? Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, guys. I hope you guys get to have a great meal with your family. Okay, so here is our ham. I'm just putting the rest of the cloves in because I don't want to waste any. And I got them all full of pineapple juice, so there's not gonna, they can't go back in the spice jar. All right. Oh, and I also did a easy flan recipe for you guys because the holidays are coming up and a lot of people like to take flan to their holiday parties. I'll show you guys my flan here. I'm gonna actually put it in the here in a little bit. I'll show you guys the flan that we made. All right, so there's our ham. I'm gonna put the bag over it. The bag just helps the ham cook a lot quicker. And I'm just going to kind of tuck the bag in. Like, we're not really closing the bag. We're just tucking it in. Because we're going to open the bag in a minute. So this is our ham. It's going to go in the oven. My preheated oven that's over here. Like, let me lift y'all so you guys can see me put it in the oven. Okay, we're going to put it in the oven over here for an hour and a half at 350 degrees on the bottom or middle rack. Okay, and we're gonna let it go in there, and then we're gonna put a timer at 90 minutes on. And at 90 minutes, we'll take it out and we'll glaze it, and then we'll put it back in for half an hour, okay? All right, so now that we've got that done, we're gonna make our scalloped potatoes. Creamy scalloped potatoes. The difference between potatoes au gratin and scalloped potatoes is potatoes au gratin is more of a cheesy, super cheesy based sauce. This one does, I do put a little bit of cheese, but it's mostly cream based, okay? So let's clean our potatoes. I'm gonna wipe my counters down. Look, that's all the nastiness just from one time cooking on here. Ay, cochina. And we're gonna, I'm trying to keep my kitchen clean because it stresses me out when I'm cooking and it's dirty. Show your flan. Oh, my flan? Yeah, I'll show you my flan right now. Let me clean my hands. Let me wash them. I'm going to flip it and reverse it. No. I'll show you guys the flan. I made it last night and I recorded it in a like 7-minute video for you guys to replay. It's a no-bake flan. And you'll understand why I call it a no-bake. But here it is. It's been in the fridge all night. It's super, I put a lot of, I like a lot of caramel. I like it super toasty. So it starts to like seep through. And we're going to undish it later. So you guys want to keep an eye out. I'm going to post this video like maybe tomorrow morning. I'm going to edit it tonight and post it tomorrow morning. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our potatoes. Okay, our potatoes, a big bowl. And smoke a big bowl, no. A big bowl, just like a big giant bowl. You're gonna need about 3 pounds of potatoes and some cold water. Okay? And then we're gonna need our mandolin slicer. Let me grab my little stuff stool. Enough of it. Okay, and then we're gonna grab our slicer and we're gonna peel our pawpaws. Babe, you should come help me peel potatoes. Nobody helps around here. All right, so we're gonna wash our potatoes really quickly. Warm water. We're gonna peel them too, but I just like to do a quick wash. And this bag is 5-pound bag of potatoes. We're gonna do like pretty much all 5 pounds, like 3 to 4 pounds of potatoes. We do make mashed potatoes, and then we do scalloped potatoes, and then we do mac and cheese. I'm gonna do my creamy no bake mac and cheese because I don't like the baked mac and cheese is good, but I prefer like the creamy mac and cheese versus the baked mac and cheese. I don't know. One thing about baked mac and cheese for me is that if you don't bake it super like right on, it gets almost kind of like curdled. All right, so there's enough papas. If we need more, we'll grab more. And we're gonna peel our papas. Hello, everyone. I'm not seeing any comments. That's great. Hold on. Monica's the last comment I see. Okay, I see Angie. She just commented. Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, and we're just peeling our potatoes. I should have like another bowl here. And you could peel them like super well or not. Like, honestly, I don't mind potato skin. I don't mind no skin, girl. Man skin, potato skin, skinny jeans, skinny latte, skinny girl martini. No, they're like skin, not skinny. Well, skin in. All right. Anyway, so we're just peeling our papas. And then, there you go. My guest left already. Already, Susan? You guys ate Thanksgiving breakfast or what? I know a lot of people go eat dinner super early, right? We don't, because a lot of our, like, my brother and his girlfriend, or my brother and his wife, or like Julian's not even home for Thanksgiving this year. He's in Bend. But a lot of our family, like, they go to their other families earlier, and then we all get together later in the evening, which is great because I'm not an early eater. You guys eat so early. Best friend, cuando hay comida, you guys eat. I like think of Thanksgiving as like more of a dinner vibe. Am I wrong? Is Thanksgiving lunch? Babe, what is it? I always thought it was a dinner moment. I honestly will celebrate, like, I know a lot of people are like, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because, of what it means. And I get it because my son's Native American and all. But I'm happy to celebrate any holiday that brings family together. For me, it's just about, like, eating good food and being with good people, right? Go Cowboys. Ah, babe, Susan said go Cowboys. Jose's a Niners fan. I'm a no fan. I don't do fans. Fandom? Mm-mm. I honestly was thinking, like, because I'm, like, wanting to go to a few concerts this year. And I was like, who do I want to see? Like, who am I a fan of? And I'm really not a fan of anyone. Like, there's no one that I'm like, oh, that I'm a fan of. Like, Hello Kitty? I'm like, Hello Kitty in concert? Hello Kitty and Jesus Christ? I'm in. I'm like, sign me up for that concert. How are y'all still awake? Quite asking for a friend. I don't put my potato peels in the disposal because it will break your disposal. I did that one year. Jose was mad at me, right, babe? So I'm going to take them out and put them in my little compost garbage bin. Yeah, we do Thanksgiving dinner. And we do it kind of late, honestly. And then you go to bed, and then you shop online for a little bit, and then... I don't think I'm going to do any shopping. Are you guys doing any shopping? Like, what are you guys... I think we're buying Fabian a TV for his room, right, babe? And Julian, what are we buying Julian? Another year of living for free? I'm just going to give Julian some money or something. I don't know. He's hard to shop for. I'll probably buy him, like, his yearly, like... I feel like he depends on me buying him his yearly pack of, like, 5 packs of underwear and socks. Like, I feel like when kids get older, my honey is out. Susan's like, you guys are in a food coma. I'm gonna, like, not lie. I'm gonna get crossfaded tonight. I'm gonna take a little dulcecito so that I can really enjoy my food. Are you gonna do that, baby? Might have to spend the night at my mom's house. And then, or at my sister's house, I guess. He's like, I'll pick you up in the morning. And then we're going to have some drinks. I bought some Kahlua and vodka to make some mudslides. My brother, that's kind of what we do. And then just chit chat, maybe play a little game or two. I don't know. I don't have any games that we could play. Just chat and have time with the kids. I think for me, watching the kids like run around is so fun. Okay, so we're peeling our potatoes. Okay. All right. I wanted to play some background sounds, but I can't because I didn't push my important button that I have to push. All right. So now that we have our potatoes peeled, we got to hurry. We got to work fast here. We're going to grab our slicing mandolin. I haven't used her in a while, so let me make sure she's okay. She's not dusty or musty or rusty. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't want... Oh, okay. Because the last time I used this, I used it with the... I'm like... The last time I used this, I used it with the... Crap, how do I get this out? I need to use the... Oh, this is the blade. Right? Yeah, it's this shirt. Okay, hold on. That's for potatoes. That's for that. Oh, just slices. Okay, so we're going to do 1/8 slices right there. Right there. Perfect. Okay, 1/8 slices. And then we're going to grab our little potato thing to guard our fingers. I honestly, guys, I only use it. I'm not going to lie, guys. I use it at the end. I don't use it before. We're going to grab one of these little, what do you call them? Like a little cutting sheet. And then we're going to go for it. Be careful, you guys, because you could get to the point of your fingers pretty quickly. I just do it to that point, and then I put this on, and then I go like this, because I have gotten pretty close to a Thanksgiving disaster before. Lenny, that's why you don't be in the kitchen. I almost threw this at my dog. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to throw these little potatoes in the cold water so they don't turn pink or brown or orange or whatever color potatoes turn when they oxidize. And then we're going to keep going. Again, I use my hand until I get to the point where I feel like my hand's going to be chopped off. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I'm so happy to see you guys all here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful holiday. If you're watching on the replay, let us know if you eat dinner early or late. Do you like scalloped potatoes? Do you like green eggs and ham, Sam? Like, tell us about yourself. And you guys, please tap the screen. That's a new thing that Facebook added so that you guys can show love to the live. You don't have to, like, you could just tap the screen and it shows all the support and love that you guys are giving the page. Share the video so that you guys can make these recipes. These are only, like, Thanksgiving Day recipes. You can make these for any day of the week for dinner. A little scalloped potato from scratch. It's so, like, satisfying, like, slicing your potatoes super thin like this. Oh, I'm also going to make an Italian fresh mozzarella, cucumber, and cherry tomato salad with basil and some olive oil and just some salt and pepper. That right there, my friend, is, like, delicious. I'm making that as well. I don't know if you guys want to watch me make that. Happy Thanksgiving. I made a lot of food and desserts. For dessert, my sister-in-law bought a pumpkin pie. I'm going to throw a Marie Callender's apple pie in the oven because I love Marie Callender's pies. Like, honestly, if you can't bake a pie because you're, like, strapped on time, Marie Callender's pies are the best. Like, I don't care. We'll fight. Fight me. I'm in my fighting era, okay? I'm just pouring out some of the water because we're starting to overfill here. All right. Alrighty. All right, and then we're gonna be careful if you're not using the little protector, you guys, because I'm telling you it'll sneak up on you the end of it. Happy Thanksgiving, Lavon. Hello. Happy Thanksgiving, amigas. Okay. All right. So we're going to put that in here. Wearing a bell sleeve is probably not the best idea for cooking. I'm probably going to change after this live. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. All right. All right, so we're going to just do this potato. We got 2 more left. And then we're going to start making the sauce for our scalloped potatoes. This one was already, she was already turning on it. Not the sound effects. Me. And then that's the moment she realized it all went down the drain, literally. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm like, how does this work, man? There we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, last potato. Last but not least, the star of the show. And here are 3 to 4 pounds of potatoes. So. I started to get scared there. You know, it's not because I'm like being bougie, guys. It's because I really am attached to these fingers. Like, I've had them for about 30 years. And I'm really attached to them. They're like, it's almost like they're a part of me. All right, so we're going to fill this up with water. Cold water. Help those potatoes stay nice and potato colored. It doesn't matter if they start to turn brown, you guys. They end up tasting the same, but still. I prefer my potatoes like nice and golden. There we go. I'm going to put the top ones on the side. So they're all touching the water. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this aside for a little bit and just kind of let them sit in the water. Now we're going to need garlic, onions. I got onions. I got onions. I got tall onions. Okay, we're going to need an onion like this. We're going to need some garlic. We're going to need a stick of butter. We're going to need our garlic. I think my sister-in-law bought this whole thing of garlic, but I had bought like big bulbs of garlic, but I have no idea where they're at. Okay, we're going to need butter, onion, garlic, fresh preferably, but if you don't have fresh, you could use powder. We're going to need flour. Wait, is this flour or sugar? No, it's a sugar. I'm like, I've done that before at my sister's house. I thought it was her sugar jar, and it was her flour. It was her salt jar, and I literally made myself a cup of salt coffee. It was salty. It was great. All right, so we're going to finally, let me grab our pan that we're going to use for this. We're gonna turn it on a low heat so that the pan's like starting to do its thing. All right. So I'm gonna cut this part of the onion out back. There's a lot of vegetables that need the skin peeled back, you know? This onion is real attached to its skin. It's like, don't you dare peel my skin back. I'm like, I need it back. I don't like skin on onions. Okay, there we go. Some onions are more attached to their skin than others, so I gotta peel that like first layer of onion back. All right. Note to self, wear a t-shirt when cooking because I feel like I have like So we're gonna finely chop up that onion. It needs to be super finely chopped. You can actually, let me do this. Let me actually use my mandolin to like slice it. And then what I'll do is I'll cut the slices. This is gonna cut out some time as well. And some tears. Okay, there we go. There we go. And now we're going to chop up these onions just with a knife and just chop them up super fine, okay? Because we almost want it to dissolve into the roux. And we're going to make a roux. What in the roux is happening here? Okay, so we're going to do onions, like super finely chopped onions. Hello, friend. Hello, Michelle. Sorry, you guys, I'm not reading a lot of comments. I'm really like focused on this recipes. So I think we're there. Just as long as you don't see any big chunks of onion, I'll do like one last like bring it together. And that was one small white onion. You can use whatever color onion you like or shallots or whatever you like, but I just use a regular white or yellow onion. I said white. How dare you, Rosalie? You can't go around just saying onions are white. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna grab a garlic. And I'm gonna throw my garlic in one of these with a little bit of water, and it's gonna like break up our garlic because I don't feel like. Oh wait, I think we have to do it. I think we have to break it before we. There we go. I like that. You gotta get that first layer of garlic skin off. Okay, there we go. And then you throw them in here with a little bit of water. And then you just shake it all about. And that little bit of water and then the tension from being shaken is going to peel those garlics for you. And we're going to be using a lot of garlic today, so I'm like, let's just peel a whole thing of garlic. There we go. There's still a little bit of skin, but it comes off super easy by just doing it like that. It's almost like you pre-skinned it. What are you making? We're making creamy scalloped potatoes. We're making, and then we put the ham in the oven. And then after that, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to clean everything up really quick, and then we'll be back, and we're going to make mac and cheese and garlic green beans. And possibly lunch, because I'm going to be hungry. And for lunch, I'm going to make myself something light, like oh, and we're also making a Italian tomato, fresh mozzarella, and cucumber salad with basil. I love that. It's just like a nice, like little refreshing plate thing to put on your plate, you know. Usually I'll make like a like a cranberry walnut salad, but I didn't feel like making that this year. So I thought tomato, basil, cucumber, mozzarella. So I'm just gonna chop these up really nicely. Again, you want them to be super small chunks so that they really like melts into your sauce and you don't get big chunks of anything. We're gonna need 2 cups of two cups of half and half and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream for this recipe as well. Flour, butter, seasoning salt, whatever seasoning salt you use. I'm just gonna use the garlic salt from Laurie's with parsley, and then chives at the end, and you'll see how the chives are gonna go at the end here. And you're just kind of dicing up those garlic chunks until they're tiny, tiny pieces. All right. Okay, so here's our onion and our garlic. Our potatoes are there. Our potatoes are actually going to need to be blanched in hot water for like 2 minutes. So I'm going to heat up our hot water pan so that heats up while we make our sauce. Okay, so we got our garlic, onion, flour, 1 stick of butter. We're gonna need 12 tablespoons of, 8 tablespoons of flour. And I'm just gonna grab our 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons, so like a half a cup of flour. Okay. All right, so we're gonna come over to the stove, guys, and we're gonna start cooking our sauce. This sauce is kind of like, it takes a minute to make, but you have to be patient with it because you want it to be super creamy. Oh crap, I got onion in it already. Okay, so we're gonna throw in a splash of our truffle oil. This is extra virgin olive oil blended with truffle oil. I love truffle oil for all my potatoes, like French fries with truffle oil. So this is what it looks like. Truffle oil and extra virgin olive oil blended. Okay. So you're gonna put a good amount of the truffle oil and you're gonna throw your whole stick of butter. The truffle oil and if you can get truffle oil, the extra virgin olive oil is going to stop your butter from burning, okay? Because butter burns at a very low heat. And oil burns at a higher heat. So if the oil stops the butter from burning. Let me grab everything we're gonna need from over here. And then I think we're done with our slices. I don't have to wash it and put it back. All right, watch my butter, guys. Make sure it doesn't burn. I'm over here talking ish about burning stuff. Oh, and then I need vegetable stock. I mean chicken stock, hold on. Or chicken, what do you call it? Chicken broth. I'm like, chicken broth, chicken stock. Chicken broth, and I have it right here. Okay. We're gonna need 2 cups of chicken broth. So, once the butter melts all the way, then it's time to, and I would use one of these like little silicone holders so that you don't scrape your pan. I'm gonna also use a whisk, but not not a, what do you call it? A whisk that doesn't like scrape your pan. A rubber whisk. There you go. Okay. And you're just waiting for that butter to melt and heat up. Where's my whisk? Hi, this whisk looks, she looks a little sus, but, so we're just gonna The whisk is going to be super important for the next step. So once the butter melts, we're going to start throwing in our 8 tablespoons of flour. 8 tablespoons of flour, okay? And I don't add cheesy. This is very much a creamy sauce, not a cheesy sauce. Sometimes I'll add like Parmesan cheese to it. Hello, amigas. Damn, everybody left? Okay. It's okay. Something's been like a little bit up with my page, but I honestly, like, I don't really, like, it doesn't bother me. It just like sucks because then after my live, I have to like respond to like every message is like, I didn't get notified. What? I didn't even know you've been live. Like, okay. The butter is almost melted. And you don't want to cook any of this on a high heat. Like a medium low heat is good. I cook it like on between a 3 and a 4. Okay. All of our butter is melted. We're still here. I see you, Michelle. No, I just like lost, like the last time I looked, I lost like over 100 people. It's okay. No, their loss, not mine. All right, so we're gonna okay, perfect. You want to see like the little bubbles bubbling? I don't use my kitchen towels, like my holiday ones, until after the holiday's over, so they're more for decoration. Okay, so there's 4 tablespoons of butter, and we're just gonna introduce those into the oil, and then we're gonna put right now we're gonna put the onions and the garlic in here, so they're gonna kind of cook at the same time. And then my garlicky onion here. So you're just gonna kind of cook those onions into that roux, and you're gonna start hearing the sizzle. If you see any big pieces of onion, take them out. Those are pieces that are just going to be too big for the recipe, like super big, okay? This water is not heating up because it's not on, and that one is good, okay? So you're just going to kind of let this sit for a minute and like start to sizzle. And once those onions and garlic start turning soft or translucent, then you're ready to add the other 4 tablespoons of flour. Happy Thanksgiving, the other 4 tablespoons of flour. And then we're going to slowly add in our chicken broth. Our chicken broth is 2 cups of chicken broth. So I'm going to shake it. I'm going to grab my measuring cup. Measuring cup. So 2 cups of chicken broth. I'm using the Simply flavor, like the organic chicken broth, but I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Okay. I'm using this brand, low sodium. I like low sodium. I feel like things already have enough salt, so we definitely don't need to add more salt. Okay, so you see how they're sizzling? And it smells like literally amazeballs right now. I'm like, oh, please, somebody come get her. She cooking like a Chef Boyardee. All right, I'm going to put some garlic salt. There's a lot of garlic in my creamy potatoes, okay? So this is the garlic salt with coarse ground with parsley, okay? Garlic, salt, and parsley. I love parsley, garlic, salt. Like that stuff. Like, you know how some women cook everything with like chicken bouillon? My mom cooked everything with that, so I love that. It just makes me feel like my mom's cooking. Okay, we're letting those onions get soft. And then we're going to grab our last 4 tablespoons of flour. When the onions start to look translucent, okay? So we still got a little bit of time. I use those seasonings too. Yes, my mom cooks everything with that. We couldn't find it for a while, and she was like, "Ay, no puedo encontrar mi salt." I need to get the big one at Costco. Actually, that's what I was going to look for yesterday, and I completely forgot. Okay. I hate when that happens. Okay. Then we're going to grab the last 4 tablespoons of flour, and we're going to work those into that onion oil buttery goodness. Okay. And then we're slowly going to start mixing in our chicken broth. Slowly. Like with this type of cooking, guys, working faster is not going to get you where you need to be. Like you really got to like slowly incorporate those flavors. Happy Thanksgiving, Rhonda. Did you? Oh, you're on the West Coast. I'm like, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. So see how it's starting to thicken up instantly because of that, because of the flour. So you're starting to instantly get like a gravy texture. Okay. This is why it's so important to keep mixing. See how it already looks like a chicken gravy? Like country gravy. This literally put some garlic, put some half and half in it, and some whipping cream, and some. This could be a country gravy. Like same steps. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna step away for just a second because I gotta grab my half and half, and I wasn't ready. Okay, now we're gonna add 1 cup of half and half. Where's my cup? 1 cup of half and half. Okay. 1 cup of half and half. Slowly add it in. Especially when those ingredients are cold, you could either warm them up a little bit, leave them room temperature, or add them in slowly so they don't shock your ingredients down in temperature. And I always add them to the center of the pan because that's where we tend to have the most heat, and I kind of work them out. Thank you for the stars, friend. Happy Thanksgiving. I think that was Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. Was it Rhonda? I see Rhonda's little face up there. Oh, Rhonda. Thank you, friend. Okay, so you're just going to keep mixing those ingredients in. I like to add a little bit more dry parsley, which I'll do here in a minute. So 1 cup, 2 cups of chicken stock, 1 cup of half and half. And see how it didn't cool down your flour? That's when it gets lumpy, you guys. If you throw in a bunch of hot, cold liquid at one time, it gets lumpy. So you want to keep it nice and creamy. Throw in your ingredients slowly, okay? We're going to let those sit for a second. And I'm going to grab my heavy whipping cream, and we're going to do 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. If you don't have heavy whipping cream, it can be substituted with a can of 1 cup of evaporated milk. Okay? Be careful, you guys, don't let your thing sit too long because it will start to stick at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so here we are. No lumps. Good. All right, now we're going to do that again because it was cold whipping cream. We're going to put it in the center and kind of mix it out. This is the creamy sauce for our potatoes. You could add cheese. Sometimes I add, I'll check to see if I have any, like fresh Parmesan. I'll add some fresh Parmesan, but I don't like to add I don't like to make these cheesy because we're going to have mac and cheese and we're already going to have mashed potatoes. So I really like this recipe to stay more on the creamy, like Alfredo side. I haven't made scalloped potatoes in a long time. Barbara, scalloped potatoes are my husband. Babe, would you say that you like scalloped potatoes more than mashed potatoes or the same? Jose loves scalloped potatoes. And then scalloped potatoes are going to bake in the oven for about an hour. And then you're going covered. And then after an hour, you're going to uncover them and you're going to let the top get nice and crispy. Okay. And that's the heavy whipping cream. And now you're just gonna let all those ingredients warm up. Let that flour cook all the way through. Taste it for salt content. Make sure that it can use a little bit more salt. This is where you start adding salt. This is just regular salt. They're garlicky enough. That's why I'm not gonna add any more garlic salt. I know, you're like, can something be garlicky enough? Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Parsley. And then we're going to grab our parsley flakes, and we're going to put a bunch of parsley flake. I love parsley in my creamy scalloped potatoes. So that I see like a nice layer on the surface. I almost text my aunt, babe, happy Thanksgiving, my Aunt Ale, but then I was like, oh, they live in Mexico. They're like, what? Thanks, what? Today's just a regular Thursday for them. So our sauce is almost ready. Our gravy for our scalloped potatoes are almost there. I'm going to turn down the heat so that it doesn't overheat at all. I'm going to check on, nope. Why isn't my water boiling fast? Oh, and then I'm going to add some salt to my water here for my potatoes, just so that my potatoes are blanched in some salt water. And you're going to see why here in a minute. Watch your sleeve. I know, friend. I'm going to change. My sleeve's full of like water and juice. I'm like, why did today was the day I chose to wear a bell sleeve. Like, that was smart. Today's like the day to wear like the old clothes that you don't want to ever wear again because it's going to get full of food. Okay, and you're just going to keep the gravy moving. Well, it's not gravy. The sauce moving. The roux moving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you guys so much. Okay. I turned on the heat on the gravy. Oh, on the gravy. So it's not going to be as hot, but you still want to keep an eye on it, okay? So I'm going to grab our potatoes. Some of them are already turning a little funky dunky. A little pink, so we're going to have to work fast. We're going to bring our potatoes over, and then when the water comes to a boil, we'll start putting our potatoes in. Let me start cleaning up after myself a little bit, because y'all know Rosalie's got issues, and one of them is mental health. But also like cleanly kitchen. Like, I'm not even picky, girl. Your house could be a mess, but your kitchen, girl, that's where you eat. Your kitchen needs to be the cleanest place of your house, because that's where your food is being made, which tends to be like the messiest place. Okay. Our water is going to come to a boil pretty quickly here. I'm going to taste it for salt again. I'm also tasting it to make sure that it doesn't have like a super like floury taste, which means that I'm just gonna put a little bit more salt, whatever's left in my little salt shaker. That it doesn't have like a super floury taste. Oh, and then let me see if I have some smoked paprika, because I love adding smoked paprika to my I think I do. Oh, that's cayenne pepper. Hold on. I know I have paprika. What kind of cook do you think I am? Ah! Is that paprika? That's ground. Oh, paprika, but it's not smoked. Well, we'll just add regular paprika. I like the smoked one a little bit more, but regular paprika will work too. And just a little, like a pinch of paprika. Paprika doesn't tend to be too spicy, but it definitely adds a lot of flavor. And even though, like, I hate when that happens. Hold on, let me go rinse this. Even though, I'll just use this on the roux already blended in. Even though, sometimes I'll even put a little bit of dry mustard in here. but the paprika definitely adds like some flavor. And the heat is pretty much off now. It's like on a 1. So now it's just kind of like cooking in its own heat. And you want it to be like thick, but still a little liquidy, because it's still going to cook in the oven and it's going to mix with the starches of your potatoes. All right, let me grab my tin that we're going to use. We're going to wash it. Like every year, guys, I was telling Jose, every year, like I buy like nice dishes to like present our food in, and I take them to my sister's house, and then I forget them there, and then I feel bad going back to get them, and then I'm like, I really like that pan that I bought. So this year I'm like, only aluminum. I don't want to be like one of those people that are like, you know, contributing to the delinquency of our environment, but I also don't. I'm like, I always forget. And then I feel bad going back like months later and be like, can I get my dishes back? So I take them as a loss. Do you add any pepper to it? I love pepper. I add pepper. You'll see. I add pepper and salt to my potatoes, and you'll see here in a minute. There's already salt here, and I'll add pepper to my potatoes. And this is just keep moving it around so it doesn't stick. It's literally like a gravy at this point. It's super thick, and I'm turning it off because it's nice and ready. We're gonna throw our potatoes in here, and we're throwing our potatoes in just for them to get like soft, not for them to cook, okay? So about 2 minutes is all it needs. And I'm trying to like throw them in fast. And this is salt water. Keep moving this. How did our moms do it by themselves? Like sometimes I'm like, sometimes I need like 4 hands. And 2 of them are to give Jose hand jobs. No, I'm joking. So we're just throwing our potatoes in this hot water just for 2 minutes or until they get soft. And then we're gonna mix them up so that the bottom ones come to the top and the top ones come to the bottom. And the cold water stops your potatoes from turning brown. That makes the water turn brown. Actually, like I'm gonna show you guys the water here in a minute. Look at that. That's the brown pink water. Okay. Keep moving this around. It's already off the heat, but you definitely don't want to like just trust it. You definitely want to like keep moving it around so it doesn't get lumpy. If it does get lumpy on you for any reason, just throw it in or use like an immersion blender, or put it in a different bowl and like just warm it up in the microwave, or like, I don't know, but just avoid it getting chunky by like not stirring it every few minutes. Okay. So here we're gonna grab our potatoes, and you're gently just gonna kind of move them around so they're all in the same amount of heat, okay? And you're just gonna leave them in there for a few minutes or until they start getting a little soft. Like when you pick it up, it should almost be like flimsy. That's how you know it's like ready. And I'm gonna check on our ham. Looks great. In about 40 minutes, we're gonna take it out and we're gonna glaze our ham, and then we're going to put it back in for about 30 minutes, and that'll be the cook time for our ham. I am uncovered for 30 minutes. So see if like it could start to get like a little chunky if you don't move it around. Check on your potatoes. You don't want to overcook them. You just want them to start feeling a little flimsy. Then when I'm gonna get off of here and then literally go change my shirt, wash some dishes, clean the kitchen a little bit, like just put things away, and then we'll come back and make creamy mac and cheese. I do a no-bake mac and cheese, and then garlic green beans. And then maybe lunch. We'll make lunch as well because I'm hungry. And then for lunch, I'm just making some shrimp salad rolls with sweet chili sauce. Just because it's like light and it's food, but it's light. You know, it's not going to like overfill me. I don't want to eat heavy before a heavy dinner. Okay. So check on your potatoes. They're still pretty hard. I don't know why. I feel like this pan isn't panning. Hold on, let me move it back this way. I feel like only half of it's on the heat. There we go. I feel like this pan was stopping this pan from having its moment. Hi guys. Do you guys are happy Thanksgiving? Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Brandon. And I'm just moving, and then they'll start to turn kind of clear too. When they're starting to turn clear, that means they're starting the cooking process. But I'm just moving them around so that the bottom ones aren't on the direct heat. And I'm just going to keep mixing this. Oh, while we do that, let's get our pan ready. Let's get our pan ready for, let me clean this up, and then let's get our pan nice and greased up because we're going to need a greased pan. All right, so we're gonna grab a pan like this. Okay, and then we're going to grab our non-stick cooking spray for sauteing, grilling, baking, whatever you use it for. A nice thick layer. This one is for baking. It has like flour in it. I love it. I use it for all my cooking. Get Fabian in the kitchen. LOL, Susan. Fabian's chilling, right, babe? Right now, I have so much to do that I'm like, right now, Fabian in the kitchen would not be a vibe for me. Just because I have a lot to do. But he has a whole week off, so we'll definitely do some content together. He does want to cook. He said he wanted to make something, but I forgot what he told me he wanted to. Oh, brownies for you guys, I think. I'll have to ask him. Fabian had chorizo breakfast burritos and went back to bed. He's probably, is he in our room, babe, or in his room? Huh? Okay. The potatoes are almost ready. Let me clear everything off this little island so that we can use it to like prepare a potato mixture. Okay, guys, so we're gonna put, let me grab these silicone, I get these like heat resistant, I almost ripped it. I get these heat resistant silicone like pot holders, or like you put them on the tables when you don't want to burn something, and it's awesome for that. The potatoes, let's check on the potatoes. They're still almost there, guys, like 1 more minute. It's because my water wasn't hot enough when I started it, so it was like, not sure. Let's check on the ham. You guys want to check on the ham? Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, friend. Okay, so here's the ham. It looks really good. She's like nice and brown and sizzly. She has 30 minutes left before we glaze her. This is going to go in the oven for an hour. Okay, an hour. Oh, for these type of things, I don't like to throw them in just like that. I like to throw them on top of a baking sheet because I feel like they're too flimsy. Because, girl, you know I'd be buying the Dollar Tree ones. I'm not going to front. We ain't got money here. Okay. Okay, so this is how you want your potatoes. Like completely clear, and if you move them around, they're flimsy. So our potatoes are ready. Taking them off the heat. And then we're going to bring them over here. And we're going to do 1 layer of potatoes. So you're just going to grab your... And it's okay if there's a little bit of water in them, because that water evaporates. And it adds to the graviness. So you're just gonna do an even layer of potato on the bottom. You can lay them out like nice or whatever, but honestly, I've done that. I've like spent hours doing it and it honestly ends up the same, so it's not necessary. Okay. Okay, there we go. The first layer of potatoes. Then I grab my pepper and then I sprinkle pepper. Somebody asked if I add pepper to my sauce. I don't, because I add pepper to my potatoes and I add a little sprinkle of salt too. That's why you don't want, that's why I opt for the low sodium. And this is just sea salt. And then we're gonna grab our sauce, our gravy sauce, and we're gonna pour it over. Just a thin layer, okay? It doesn't have to, it's gonna naturally move itself around in the oven, so you don't have to like make sure every little inch has it. And then you're just gonna smooth it out like frosting. Okay. And then we're gonna grab the other layer of potatoes, and it should only be like 2 layers. If you are making a lot more, then it'll be like, it could be 3 layers, but 2 layers is like usually what I end up with. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, friends. Okay. And then this is going to be cooking in the oven for exactly an hour, covered for an hour, and then uncovered for 20 minutes just to get the top crispy. Keep getting the sleeve in the water. I might have to do 3 layers because there's still some potatoes, but all of our layers done. Or like 2.5 layers, I guess. Okay. So here is our sauce. Our creamy sauce, our creamy scalloped potatoes. And then we'll do the last layer. And then after it bakes, I do some fresh chives on top just for like garnishment. But I do some chives on the, some chives here. You'll see here in a minute. Some dry chives. So you want your potatoes to be still pretty solid, like they're not falling apart, but they're like, you can kind of like, they're flimsy, okay? That's exactly it. If your potatoes are falling apart, they're overcooked, start over again. Don't even try to bake those. Okay, let me get this water off of here. All right. Then we're gonna get the rest of the sauce on top. This makes the perfect amount of sauce, and you don't want to waste any of that sauce. Like, you don't want one dry spot on here, so there can't be too much of the creamy sauce that you just made. If you want the top to be crispy, you could do a layer of cheese, like Parmesan cheese or anything. I'm just gonna let the top just be its creamy self. And then I'm gonna drizzle some garlic, some pepper on top. Like that. Drizzle some pepper. This is the restaurant style, like cracked pepper. I love this pepper. And then we're gonna do some dry chives. And then when the recipe's when it's done, I'm gonna do fresh chives on top too. But the chives just look, and they don't really add a taste. I mean, they're a little bit on the like oniony side, but they don't really add a lot of flavor. They're more for like green. All right, so we're gonna aluminum foil and then put a little hole at the top so it has some ventilation. And then we're gonna throw these scalloped potatoes in the oven for an hour. And then we're gonna cook those for an hour. Then we're gonna uncover them and then cook for 20 minutes uncovered so that the top gets nice and crunchy. And remember when you guys are covering your stuff that you're baking so it doesn't spill out, to like pinch the ends, okay? Pinch them in. Like that. That looks so yummy. Oh my gosh. My scalloped potatoes, one of my uncles came from Santa Maria one year for Thanksgiving, and he goes, mija, te voy a pagar para que le enseñes a tu tía cómo cocinar estas papas. And I go, ay, tío, no me tienes que pagar. I'll show for free. Ah. Okay. And then we're going to put a little hole at the top. Like that. Just to ventilate the... It's okay if the aluminum foil, you don't want it touching the top, but if it does, it's fine. I just kind of lift it up so it doesn't touch. And then we're going to throw these in the oven at 350 degrees for exactly 1 hour covered. And then after the hour, we're going to, sorry guys, after the hour, we're going to uncover them and let the top get nice and crispy for about 20 minutes. You could even broil the top if you don't want to do all that. Let me put everything away. Oh, I want to put salt in my salt shaker. I'm gonna have to try this next time. It's so delicious, like creamy, and it like, I feel like already every recipe has so much cheese, you know, like mac and cheese, and like that's enough cheese that you could do the cheesy potatoes, but I feel like that's just too much cheese. Okay. All right, amigas. So we're gonna let those cook. I'm gonna be back in about 20 minutes. We're gonna make creamy mac and cheese. We're gonna make creamy mac and cheese. We're gonna make garlic green beans, and we're gonna make lunch. So I'll be back in half an hour. Turn on your notifications. Where did you get your potato slicer? I got mine as a wedding gift from friends, but I see the mandolin slicers at Ross all the time for like $15. Like, it's called a chef mandolin slicer. You can make French fries and potatoes with them. Those I recommend to make scalloped potatoes because you need them to be exactly the same size. You can't cut them by hand. I mean, you could, but you'd have to like be very careful that they're not bigger pieces, because then the soft pieces cook faster than the bigger pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up. I'm gonna get some dishes away, and I will be back. Turn on your notifications. Las quiero un chintolo, and I will see you guys in about 20 minutes. Bye.